Hello everyone, I'm Kulcik Ora, the President of Boeing for the Middle East, Turkey and Africa region. It's an honour to inaugurate the activities of Aerospace Xelerated's Demo Day. Throughout the past 12 weeks, we've had the pleasure of working together with 11 startups that are helping shape the future of our industry, and we couldn't be prouder of what we've accomplished in this period. We are so impressed with the quality of the companies in this cohort and cannot wait to see what they will achieve in the future. I'm really looking forward to seeing their pitch presentations throughout the day. We are incredibly grateful to our partners who joined us in putting together this 3-month programme. A big thank you to Tawazun Council, the UK's Defence and Security Accelerator, GKN Aerospace and Etihad Airways. The successes of this cohort are a testament to your support. On behalf of Boeing, I would also like to thank the Aerospace Xelerated team responsible for organising this programme. This is the kind of initiative that really gives us a competitive advantage as we get to witness firsthand the innovations that are changing the aerospace sector. I'm delighted to be in the company of you all today, and I would like to pass the mic on to Nicola Bates, Managing Partner at Aerospace Xelerated and Head of the Global Accelerators and Innovation Programmes at Boeing. Thank you.
On behalf of Boeing, I would like to welcome you to Aerospace Xelerated's Demo Day. I am Nicola Bates, Managing Partner at Aerospace Xelerated and Head of Global Accelerators and Innovation Programmes at Boeing. When we started this programme 4 years ago, we designed it to support the growth of startups, regardless of where they reside, and this cohort is living proof of that. In partnership with Tawazun Council, we have expanded the programme into the UAE, a testament to our global presence and commitment to supporting entrepreneurs and innovation irrespective of the country of origin. When it comes to global startup hotspots, few places are as exciting as the UAE. It's hard to match the extraordinary mix of dynamism, growth, tech, strategic location, and government incentives that the Emirates has to offer. Launching the programme out of Abu Dhabi provides further market access, not just to the UAE, but to all of the Middle East, Turkey and Africa region, thanks to its strategic location, as well as the global expansion initiatives that the UAE has accomplished to date. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our incredible partners who have joined us in this 4th cohort. The UK's Ministry of Defence through DASA, GKN Aerospace and Etihad Airways. Thank you so much for putting your trust in this cohort and guiding them with your insights and expertise. And now it is my privilege to introduce Abdullah Alawani, Executive Director of Economic Partnerships at Tawazun Council and Partner at Aerospace Xelerated.
Good morning. It is with great pleasure that on behalf of Aerospace Xelerated and Tawazun Council, I welcome you to our Demo Day. This is the 4th Demo Day of Aerospace Accelerator program and the first one that Tawazun is closely involved with. Tawazun has been supporting innovation since the early days, and running this program alongside Boeing for the past 12 weeks enabled us to work closely with these 11 brilliant companies that are shaping the future of aerospace. Since its creation in the early 90s, Tawazun has been in the center of the economic growth in the UAE. Innovation has been in our DNA since the beginning. And when we decided we want to partner with an accelerator program, Aerospace Xelerator was the natural choice for us. We didn't want a traditional accelerator program where we just invested. We wanted to do more and have an active participant in the program. We wanted to make sure that the startups were looked after, not only as a business, but as a human being trying to find support for their ideas. We saw what Boeing was doing with Aerospace Xelerator, especially the human aspect of it, and we were instantly interested because in the end, that's what makes the economy grow, ideas and people. Focus on innovation is shared value between Aerospace Xelerator and Tawazun, and this partnership supports our joint mission to empower entrepreneurs to develop their concepts. That solves real-life challenges and move the aerospace industry forward. So please join us in getting to know more about these solutions developed over the course of the last 3 months with our Cohort 4 startups. Thank you.
My name is Mohammed Al-Naqbi. I'm a Senior Associate at Tawazun Council. I'm delighted to have today to introduce the incredible startups taking part in Aerospace Xelerated Cohort 4. At Tawazun, we are committed to the promotion of innovation. Aerospace accelerators work with early stage startups looking to scale, raise further investments, and most importantly, solve key challenges in the aerospace sector. We are pleased to have collaborated with outstanding digital services and solution startups from around the world who are dedicated to advancing the future of aerospace.
Hello everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jacqueline Davidson, Program Director at Aerospace Xelerated and Investment Principal for Boeing's Global Acceleration and Innovation Program team. Aerospace Xelerated is a program led by Boeing and supported by amazing industry partners that Nick mentioned in her overview earlier. You've also heard from Abdullah, who shared more on the work that has gone on to date. This year, we had the pleasure of running our 4th cohort in partnership with Tawazun Council, represented by Abdullah and his team, Munira, Khalifa, Mohammed, and Shama, all based in the UAE, which really enhanced our program more than ever before. Since launching in 2019, the startups involved in the 3 previous cohorts have gone on to raise over £200 million in additional funding. That's well beyond Boeing's initial £100,000 in investment in each of them. They've also gone on to create over 150 jobs globally. Following a range of different needs coming from Boeing's airline operations team that were all about software, we decided to choose digital services and solutions as this program's theme. We had an impressive amount of applications coming in from 8 countries around the world, leading us to our current cohort, which is truly quite global, representing Australia, Canada, France, Japan, the Netherlands, UAE, UK, and the USA. There is a lot of firsts for this cohort, with the first French, first Dutch, first Japanese, all of these new countries to enter our Aerospace Xelerated family. Today, you will get to know more about the 11 exceptional startups selected working on the solutions covering the range of the program's key focuses: flight and passenger journey optimization, supply chain intelligence, next generation workforce, and operational efficiency. Amongst the founding teams, 80% are first-time founders, 50% have a female founder, and 50% identify as ethnic minority. 40% of the companies in this cohort are seed stage, and each of them operate in a hybrid model, having remote and in-person activities. During the past 12 weeks, the cohort has received invaluable mentoring and guidance from the UK's Defence and Security Accelerator, DASA, GKN Aerospace, and Etihad Airways. I'd like to thank Ellie from DASA, Hassan and Ben from GKN Aerospace, and Francisco from Etihad Airways. Thank you and your teams so much for your support and time given to the startups in our cohort. We could not have done this without you. The startups in this cohort have had the opportunity, or the challenge, depending on how you look at it, to spend over 100 hours with strategists and technical experts from the industry. They also receive support in developing proof of concept opportunities and receive mentorship from a global network of experienced entrepreneurs and investors. It has been a pleasure to work with these startups in shaping the aerospace industry's future. If you have questions during our demo day, please ask them in the YouTube chat and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Don't forget to have a look at the demo day booklet, linked in the video description below, to learn more about the Accelerator program and connect with our startups. Now, with that, let's get this demo day started. I'm excited to kick off Cohort 4 Demo Day with Basetwo from Toronto, Canada. Basetwo provides a low-code platform that helps engineers design, build, and operationalize digital twins of their manufacturing processes. It's been a pleasure to work with the team over the last 12 weeks. Please welcome CEO and co-founder Tawhid to the virtual stage to share more about Basetwo.
Hey everyone, my name is Tawhid and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Basetwo. Basetwo is a venture-backed AI company focused on empowering engineers to make manufacturing faster, smarter, and more resilient. So, why do we care about manufacturing? Well, meet John. John's a senior manufacturing engineer at a leading aerospace company where he oversees the production of critical components for commercial aircrafts. But one of the biggest challenges of John's role is actually the complexity of the manufacturing process itself, where he has to manage over 100 variables in real time with a high degree of precision. And a single deviation in the process can lead to multi-million-dollar mistakes, delays, and potential safety issues. But that's not all. With today's highly competitive market, John is under more pressure than ever to reduce the cost of operations without compromising on quality. So, what are his options? Well, that's why we built Basetwo. Basetwo is a low-code AI platform specifically designed for engineers like John to help them make better decisions in real time. Without having a background in coding, John can easily use our drag-and-drop interface to connect to his manufacturing databases and build AI-based models of each manufacturing step in his production process. With these AI-based models, John can understand how changes in process variables can lead to product quality issues or potential defects. The AI models can also give him recommendations on the best way to operate and control his manufacturing process overall. Overall, this product basically enables John to not only do his job a lot easier, but it enables him to reduce the cost of operations and improve overall product quality. But John's not the only one that can benefit from the Basetwo platform. In fact, to date, we've deployed our platform with Fortune 500 manufacturers across a wide range of applications, ranging from pharmaceuticals to biotechnology, all the way to oil and gas. And our market is absolutely massive. We've estimated that there are 400,000 process manufacturers across North America, Europe, and the Middle East, representing a total market size of $40 billion. So, why are we the right team to execute on this? Well, we've done this before. Our founding team has built and scaled a SaaS AI startup that was ultimately acquired by Autodesk and became part of their flagship product in the water industry. And our founding team has significant experience with the regulated industries and the technology sector. As CEO, I previously served as the head of AI at Autodesk and have 7+ years of experience in the heavy industry. And I'm also joined by Timjid, who is our Chief of Operations, who also joins me from Autodesk. Tawfiq, our head of engineering, was a software engineer in the Bay Area where he worked at Lyft, Uber, and Databricks. And last but not least, Kiefer, who heads up our sales, is from Johnson & Johnson, the largest pharmaceutical manufacturer in the world. So in conclusion, not only do we have a large market, a highly scalable product, and an experienced founding team, but we're well positioned to become a leader in AI-powered manufacturing. Thank you so much for your time.
Zetamotion helps manufacturers automate their quality control process by offering quality control as a service. Their automated surface inspection system checks all quality control product parameters, including geometry, dimension, and print patterns, while detecting an ever-growing range of defects, such as scratches, marks, inclusions, cracks, pinholes, bubbles, and many more. It was great to meet CEO and co-founder Wilhelm Klein in Abu Dhabi a few weeks ago, and it was a pleasure to have him with us today.
Hi, I'm Will, CEO of Zetamotion. We use cutting-edge AI to help manufacturers automate their quality control processes by offering quality control as a service. Now, what does that mean? Well, usually, as soon as someone approaches us, I ask them, so how are you doing your QC at the moment? Have you tried computer vision yet? And at that point, they go, yeah, we've tried. And then I ask them, and how did that go for you? And that's where the face drops and they give you a wry smile and scratch their head and, well, actually, yeah, we tried. It worked for a little bit, but to be honest, it never produced the kind of data we wanted it to do, and it's all manual again. And this is a story we hear over and over again. The reason for this is because most automation providers offer fixed solutions or products which are very difficult to deploy, use and scale, and bind a lot of resources and time. So for many manufacturers, it really feels like they're being asked to move from a steam engine to literal science fiction. We want to change this experience by offering quality control as a service. That means we take away your headache of deployment and operation. It will feel as if you hired a seasoned team of AI engineers who arrive, look at your challenge and say, yeah, I've seen this before, don't worry, let me take care of it, we'll get it done. We specialize on particularly challenging products where the process or by design, they have a lot of variability, rendering each item unique. So examples would be coated steel or glass, or composites like carbon fiber, where traditional methods really struggle to produce reliable data without false positives. For these objects and products, we are inspecting for an ever-expanding list of quality parameters, including all of the usual defects like scratches, bubbles, inclusions, but also dimensions and geometry and the presence and alignment of elements, as well as something like print pattern or print quality. Our system does all of this not just end of line, but also likes to sit on strategic places on a production line, so we can do some clever cause and effect analytics. That means we can spot something at point A, which might not even look like an issue at that point, but we can predict that with an 80% probability, it will develop into a defect by point D if nothing is done about it. So that allows manufacturers to take action early, increase their yield, reduce waste, and have a much more efficient production line. Our goal is really to empower and provide insights that have never been seen before. So you can really see what is going on your production line. You get real-time monitoring, complete data history and analytics, complete reports, highly customizable pass-fail classification and action flags, and whatever else is needed for your production line, really. Our system can be accessed either via our intuitive dashboard or also completely exported to whatever management system you are already using. Our technology is already helping manufacturers in the US, in the UK, and in the EU inspecting their asphalt composite materials, glass-coated steel, and also print glass. So this is our offer. Let us take care of your QC concerns, take away the headache, and allow you to focus on what you are best at, which is growing your business. Thank you very much.
The global aviation industry is bouncing back, and we at Aerospace Xelerated are delighted to work with startups in aviation supporting its recovery. Up next is Maria, founder and CEO of AEROSENS, to talk about their cloud-based platform that increases efficiency while reducing cost and manpower requirements. The team is digitalizing and automating cabin processes using Bluetooth Low Energy sensors in the everyday smartphone or tablet. Here's Maria to tell you more about AEROSENS.
When you get a flight, do you check if the life vest is under your seat or if there is a medical kit on board? Probably not. Airlines have to do it. Before the first flight of the day, they have to check the presence of all emergency equipment. Every few weeks, they have to check expiration dates. Before every flight to the US, they need to check security seals. They spend a huge amount of time doing that manually. And after 2 years of pandemic, the industry is finally recovering. But cancellations and delays are now the norm. There is not enough crew members, not enough engineers, not enough ground staff. And to make things worse, it's estimated that in the next few years, more than 700,000 technicians will be required. I am Maria Martinez, founder and CEO of AEROSENS. We develop a cloud-based platform able to maximize aircraft cabin security and increase efficiency for airlines while reducing cost, using Bluetooth Low Energy sensors and everyday smartphone or tablet. Using our app and our sensors, technicians, crew members, security teams, they can communicate, report, and perform inspections in seconds. We digitalize safety inspections, security checks, discrepancies, and we are able to send real-time alerts when something has been tampered with, even during the flight. We provide visibility, cost reduction, error-free data, digital reports. We provide simplicity. And when I say we, I mean our team. I am a telecommunications engineer, I hold an MBA, and I knew I couldn't do it alone. Our team includes Farid Hassani, who was leading the innovation team at Airbus, Rafael Alonso, who was the president of Airbus for Latin America and the Caribbean, and Reza Shibli, who was working at Emirates Airlines. All together, they bring a huge knowledge in the industry and in the technology. Since we started in 2018, we accomplished many things, By the end of that year, we had our first prototype. We visited different airlines. We got letters of interest. In 2019, we signed an agreement with HAICO for manufacturing, certification, and worldwide distribution. And then 2020 happened. That year and the following year were really bad for the industry. But we got our patent granted, we got our certification, we participate in different programs, and we start talking to the military aviation. In 2022, we signed an MOU with the Air Force. We did ground demos with key airlines, and we presented AEROSENS in different exhibitions. 2023 is promising. We have been selected by Boeing to be part of their accelerator program. We signed a contract with the Air Force. And in the next few months, our goal is to do an in-flight POC with a key airline. Come talk to me. Let's have a conversation on how to take AEROSENS to the next level.
I'm delighted to introduce the next founder, Akram Amir, CEO and founder of Aiir Engineering, based right here in the UAE. Aiir Engineering is a software development company with the mission of changing the way we interact and learn with digital content. They are all-in-one cloud-based procedure delivery platform delivers a feature-rich experience for educators, engineers, and business staff alike. I would like to welcome Akram to the virtual stage to share more about their work.
Hi, I hope you're doing well. My name is Akram, founder of Aiir Engineering. From our name, Aiir Engineering came from a challenge we used to face when we were studying in academia and also in the industry. Basically, majority of the engineering systems we used to work with look something like this. That's how they're represented and visualized in the big manual books. So we're like, why is it always the way it is? Why can't we visualize it in a much more interactive way? So the first project we did, we visualized a complete turbine jet engine using the iPad, where the camera opens up and using augmented reality, it drops the engine on the floor. Each and every single component is disassembled, and we can see how they integrate within one another. It's a much more engaging way and method and visualized compared to the traditional books and manuals. Similarly, we did our first project for our first client, Thales. Thales is a defense company. They build radars for airports and also defense industry. They face the same challenge. They've got big manual books, and a lot of these steps are not visual, they're just text. So using the mixed reality glasses, what we did for them, we animated each and every single step of that book. So the engineer, when he looks at the radar, he can see all those steps in front of him, rather than just reading it from the manual book. So what differentiates us from others in the market? Basically, two main things: the speed and rate of development, also the freedom of choice, which is very, very important. We were able to reduce development times on average that take 2 months to build similar projects like the ones we showed you, down to just 14 days. Additionally, our clients and users can choose to host their data wherever they want. It could be on-prem, on their own devices, or even any cloud platform of their choice. In addition to that freedom, they can choose any kind of device they want to use. It could be an iPad, it could be a PC, it could be a mixed reality glasses. It's the choice of the end user. And the end users are very important, and we take them into big consideration when we select those kind of devices, because these are the kind of benefits they see, depending on what they're going to do. Could be increase in knowledge retention, could be reduction in training time, but most importantly, and what pushes us further to continue to do this, is 97% of users and trainees want to have more extended reality training and experiences. Additionally, we did a research study with PwC where we found by 2030, roughly 23 million jobs are going to get enhanced when using AR/VR alone. And this shows you the scale and impact of this technology that it's going to have worldwide. Luckily, we were able to find numbers on the UAE. Roughly 42,000 jobs are going to get enhanced by 2030. So that's very important numbers and statistics. And this is what pushes us forward. This is the list of our current clients and partners that we worked with. Some of them are in the aerospace, defense, and even medical sector. And we're super excited that we're now part of the Aerospace Xelerated program led by Boeing and partners such as Tawazun Council. And this is an exciting phase for us and for our team. This is our team. We're a team of engineers with diverse backgrounds. We shared the similar challenges when we were working in the industry and also studying in academia. This is what brings us together and gives us the passion and drive to continue in our journey. Thank you very much for listening to us, and really appreciate your time, and take care.
People Tech Revolution co-design and build immersive, human-centered VR training experiences. The team created VR training programs that aim to solve specific problems and give individuals the chance to experience, empathize, and practice situations in a safe VR environment. I'm delighted to introduce Simon, co-founder and joint CEO, to share more about their work across diversity, equity, and inclusion training and difficult conversations and allyship training to de-escalation training and so much more.
Hi, my name's Simon. I'm the co-founder and CEO of People Tech Revolution. I'd like to start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land we're on here in Brisbane, which are the Yagara and Turrbal people. So People Tech Revolution specialises in creating VR training around human-centered skills, or soft skills as people sometimes call them. So anywhere where humans interact, have a conversation, but it could be a difficult situation, that's what we specialise in training. So imagine, for example, you're a cabin crew on a plane and you have to deal with an overly aggressive or racist customer, or there's a customer who doesn't understand English and is getting frustrated because they're not understanding what you're telling them, or in a boardroom where you notice someone's being bullied or you're being bullied. You know you should act. You want to say something, you know you should highlight what's going on, but you might not have the confidence, you might not have the tools or equipment to know what to do in that situation, especially in a traditional hierarchical situation like in the healthcare system. So what we do is make virtual reality with people who have lived experience of these issues to shift behavior in an organization. So you can live your life through someone else's shoes. So you can look through their lens on how they view the world and how these conversations impact them to create empathy. And then you wrap traditional models of training around it, along with practicing in virtual reality, being able to hear yourself back in virtual reality to actually shift the behavior from an individual and also the culture from an organizational point of view. So you can do things around racism, sexism. We've been looking at de-escalation techniques in the healthcare system and also being an ally. One thing we really pride ourselves in is our design process. So all the virtual reality we design is designed with people who have lived experience of the problem we've identified. This ensures that the issues are accurate, that the virtual reality we are making is realistic, and also culturally appropriate. And so when someone actually goes through these experiences in virtual reality, they're much more likely to believe what's happening, shift their behavior, and the outcomes are much more effective. Combine this with the old traditional didactic learning, and you've got a much, much more powerful training situation. So why virtual reality? So it's been proven to be 75% more effective in changing and shifting behaviors, which is what we're all about, than traditional didactic models. And as an industry, it's growing. So in 2019, it was worth 200 billion worldwide, and it's projected to be over 600 billion by 2027. So we want to be known as the best soft skills virtual reality training company in the world. Our revenues are currently just under $1 million, and we're aiming to grow to 3 to 5 million in the next 3 years. We are also trying to build tools that help us work with clients. One of the issues we've actually realized with clients is how we actually build virtual reality is new, and we're really, really proud of all the design tools we are making. If you're a company out there who is looking to train your staff internally about to have more respectful, better conversations that might be difficult internally, or how to have difficult confrontational situations and de-escalate situations with members of the public, you need to be talking to us because we can help you using virtual reality. Thank you.
Up next, NABLA Mobility. NABLA is reducing fuel consumption and carbon by using ML AI to enhance flight plans with comprehensive multi-factor flight optimization. Their Weave pilot provides deeper knowledge of condition and makes recommendation based on multitude of factors. It gives pilot key information to make more informed decisions and overcome complexity. I'm excited to introduce Shinji Tanaka, CEO and co-founder, to talk about their work with Peach Aviation, GAXA Aviation, and many more.
Hello, I'm Shinji from NABLA Mobility. We use AI to optimize flight operation for commercial airlines, general aviation, cargo, and defense logistics. There is a mounting pressure for aviation to decarbonize. It is a hard and fundamental problem simply due to inescapable physics of flight. So it requires a comprehensive approach, and operation optimization is one of the critical pillars because this approach provides for short-term and long-term benefit without requiring significant amount of upfront investment. But fuel economy is actually not only the parameter the airline is taking care about. Pilot and operation manager need to consider the full spectrum of the operation choices to achieve resilience. People may think that autopilot can easily address this problem, but reality is quite different. Autopilot is navigation and maneuver control technologies akin to the cruise control of the car, aware of the complexity outside the world. So actually the pilot quite dependent on their individual skill and experiences, especially when they encounter irregular incident. It is infeasible to identify optimal solution in their head. So this problem contains a degree of complexity requiring multidisciplinary approach even to start solving. Using multi-objective optimization, we pull intelligence out of the complexity so the pilot can choose a path with the least resistance along with their strategy. And it also supports the infra decision making. At the early stage of our journey, we developed two fundamental features. The first is altitude advisor with turbulence avoidance. We developed our proprietary turbulence forecast model to triangulate safety, fuel economy, and time. The second is advanced directive advisor. Both enable safer and more efficient flight operation. The outcome of this solution is promising as industry grows and as people pursue further decarbonization efforts, resulting in the very promising trajectory of total addressable market. We employ our open architecture strategy and pay-per-use model designed to expand our customer base in a few years. Amount of the innovation required, along with a historical fragmentation, means there are few direct competitors. We have been establishing the industry footprint, including a world-first efficient descent maneuver, resulting in the fuel saving more than 100 per flight. Our team has expertise both in aviation and technologies covering the key competence required for the solution we built. We implement a new layer of intelligence as a system of the system, enabling safer and more efficient flight operation for both pilot and passenger. If you'd like to learn more, we would love to hear from you. Thank you.
This year, we're excited to work with our very first French portfolio company, Dessia Technologies. Dessia develops a software framework to accelerate decision-making and complex trade-offs with artificial intelligence in engineering phases of industrial projects. Ocean, Head of Business Development, joins us next to tell you more about their augmented engineering software.
Have we all been through this painful experience of buying a new IKEA furniture, opening the blueprint and being like, what? Seriously? Do I have the right tools for this? Well, if it already takes 3 PhDs to assemble a furniture, imagine how hard it can get to design an airplane. This is a picture of Boeing engineers 25 years ago, pioneering the use of digital technologies to help them design an aircraft. It was already complex then, but it has gotten worse, and it now takes 10 years to build an aircraft from concept to reality. We are in need of a new revolution, and this is why Dessia believes that the future of engineering is for digital robots to assist our engineers in their design processes, just like we do it in factories. We know there is a market for this, because 50%, that's the amount of the engineering daily activities that can either be augmented or automated. The reason it hasn't been happening so far is because those are two completely different worlds. The world of traditional design and engineering softwares with PLM, CAD, CAE, and the younger world of AI, Python, data IQ, machine learning algorithm. We now believe that the market is asking for a bridge between those two, and this is why Dessia positions itself at the crossroad between design and engineering and AI and automation. We believe that traditional PLM companies won't be able to move in that space other than by acquisition, and this is a strategic position for us. Our solution is divided in 3 parts. A Python software development kit that helps your data scientists simply build engineering models in Python, and then publish them in a low-code workflow builders where method and tool department can assemble them into an app that will then be published on a company app store and can be executed by engineers without touching any of the Python code. We are confident that today this is the direction that the industry is taking, and Renault is supporting us among many of our customers by being quite vocal about it. They recently published in a leading newspaper that we divided their design time by 30. Not 30%, 30. This is a game changer. And we are willing to replicate this by selling our licenses on the cloud or on-premise, depending on your requirements. And we are today working in a software as a service model with all the leading companies in automotive and in aerospace in France. We are looking to further our expansion, preparing for our next round of funding, but also acquiring at a fast pace new customers in an international environment. This is our team. We are a young and dynamic company, and if you are like us caring about the future of engineering, don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you.
Conductor Software improves organization bottom line by unlocking the value of their entire workforce. Conductor is a next-generation workforce analytics solution that combines people and performance data, giving leaders the advanced insight they need to improve the talent retention, innovation, customer experience, and performance. Co-founder and CEO Karen Jensen join us today to talk about the impact that Conductor has made across the industry, such as aerospace, telecommunication, and with government.
Hi, I'm Karen Jensen, CEO and co-founder of Conductor Software. Our platform is a next-generation solution for modern leaders who are serious about improving bottom-line performance. The Conductor platform assesses and measures workforce dynamics, psychological safety, and leader impact, and correlates these against an organization's KPIs to give leaders an understanding of the relationship between them. Let me share a story about one of our clients. Sarah, the CEO of a national retailer, was struggling with declining revenues and shrinking margins. Having implemented a range of analysis tools to analyze staff experience, customer experience and behaviors, and revenue and sales data, the organization didn't have a way to connect this information. Therefore, profit margins and staff morale were continuing to suffer. See, the problem is business analytics tools don't connect performance data with people data. By itself, performance data ignores the critical human factors that drive it, and on its own, people data doesn't drive better performance. Worried that her leadership team was becoming fractured, Sarah had come to us wanting to understand what was really going on. And we were able to show Sarah that her business was leaving more than $50 million a year in high margin revenue on the table. We showed her where and how team psychological safety was impacting this and what they needed to focus on in order to turn things around. After identifying sales conversion rates as the most important metric, Sarah and her team set a target of 1% improvement for our pilot project. Within 30 days, they're excited to share with us that had already started to see improvements in their team dynamics. When we assessed 120 days later, we saw leadership impact and workforce dynamic improvements, and more importantly, sales conversion rates had increased more than 14%, resulting in over 500% return on their investment. That's why we built Conductor. We are the only platform that links people and performance data and can give leaders actionable insights to achieve the results they need. We're proud to already be working in more than 15 industries across Australia, North America, UK, and Asia, including verticals such as aerospace, government, technology, banking, and retail, health, and community services. In 2023, we commenced phase 3 of our working roadmap, converting our sales pipeline and building out our AI predictive capability. Conductor's team are highly skilled with first-hand experience in how increasing psychological safety improves organizational performance and well-being. We have extensive experience in software development, leadership, business strategy, operations, marketing, and design. We are now in the process of raising capital to drive our global marketing, sales, and product development efforts. If you're interested in learning more, I'd love to speak with you directly. Thank you for your time.
With the Kit AR platform, manufacturing companies digitally enhance their human workers to reduce the cost of poor quality by combining augmented reality with machine learning to provide stepwise context-rich instructions with automated quality control. Up next, co-founder and CEO Manuel talks more about their vision for the future of error-free manufacturing and the impact that they've made in the industry.
Hi, my name is Manuel Oliveira, and I'm the CEO of Kit AR. We are an industrial augmented reality platform that digitally enhances the operator on the shop floor with a focus on quality control. In essence, we solve the problem of the missing bolt. Now, this doesn't look like much, unless, of course, you're on a plane 30,000 feet from the ground with one missing. What happens next? To avoid these catastrophes, big and small, we've decided to combine man and machine to address the pains of manufacturing. Welcome to the 21st century, where no more missing bolts because we solve the cost of poor quality on the shop floor. Our unique solution combines augmented reality with artificial intelligence that enables the worker to do things right the first time, every time, all the time. We do this by creating instruction sets using low-code interface, deliver those same instruction sets at the point of need. We do the quality control to ensure that the operator has done their work correctly, and we also provide unique insights to do continuous process optimization based on what they've done. Now, the market opportunity is huge. In the US and Europe alone, you're looking at 50 billion euros, of which by 2026 we will capture close to 50 million euros. Of these projected revenues, almost 50% will be recurring revenues. Regarding the competition, we distinguish ourselves in three unique ways. We create instruction sets faster and cheaper than anybody else because of a patented technology to use to meet declarative language. We are able to do automated quality control by leveraging knowledge-based instructions. And we extract unique insights that combine not only process information, but also spatial data. Now let's look at an example. Imagine the pain of doing mistakes when assembling kits, of which you're faced with rush orders and emergency logistics. Our customer was able to not only achieve 20% increase in productivity with virtually no errors, but they were also able to have a return on investment within 6 months of using the solution. Now, this couldn't be done without a talented team. 4 of the 5 co-founders hold PhDs in their respective areas of expertise, and we're currently a team of 17 talented individuals that share a true passion for transforming the shop floor. Last year, we raised our seed round, and our focus has been on the market. We aim to deliver the next generation of the product with the low-code interface by the end of this year and raise our Series A round. Come and join us on the journey to transform the manufacturing shop floor.
Next pitch is from Lanchan Mason, the CEO and co-founder of Quaisr. Quaisr developed digital connectivity infrastructure that scales simulation-backed AI workflow to mission-critical operation deployments, helping engineers to solve pressing problems in design, monitoring, and optimization and control. Here is Latman to share more about their solutions.
We're Quaisr, a spin-out from Imperial College London and the Alan Turing Institute, which is the National Centre for AI in the UK. Picture this scenario. I'm a domain expert in the heavy industries, and I've seen my fair share of technical problems. A new project arrives, and there's enthusiasm. It's an AI project on failure prediction. There's a lot in this for my team, and if we play this right, my success will be linked. Issues creep in though. I'm being stretched beyond my expertise. I realise that I really do need to collaborate, and I really do need a few years of upskilling to deploy everything. Meanwhile, my supply chain has been disrupted, and failures are now occurring regularly on our production line. Another quarter passes, and the workflow isn't deployed, even though I know it will solve this exact problem. AI alone isn't cutting it, and the simulation tool isn't working either. It hasn't even been calibrated to the data that we do have. Linking models to data takes time and money, and my team is losing both. Now, picture how this scenario changes with Dessia Technology on my side. My supply chain has been disrupted, but just this week, I've added a new workflow to predict failures before they occur. We've gained access to research-grade AI and can apply it ourselves to our exact situation. We don't need to wait until our experts are available, and I can run complex simulations whenever I want. But best of all, I'm building trust, and I can answer my own questions. And it goes on. The security team is off my back, and the workflow is discoverable across the company. A team in Europe has even picked it up. My work has impact, and I can even put a number on it. A new project arrives, and there's enthusiasm. But this time, my team has the confidence to deliver. With Quaisr, we bring value back to the data, simulation, and AI tools in which you've already invested. The building blocks already exist, but what's missing is the platform support to connect it all together. We're partnering now with market-leading companies in the heavy industries who are exceeding metrics in efficiency, reliability, and sustainability. With large partner companies, we're already seeing a 10x reduction in development cost and time to market. Quaisr is on a pathway to Series A investment, and we are building a unique, world-leading team spanning the AI and engineering disciplines, and finally solving a large problem that's been a pain point personally for us for years. We believe that engineers have lost their autonomy. These are design engineers, operations engineers, decision engineers. And if they're unblocked, we can free up the ingenuity and advancement that's currently locked in complex organizations.
Last but not least, an AX first with our first Dutch company and a company based in my very own city, Aiir Innovations. CEO and co-founder Bart and his incredible team are developing a smart AI-based software system for the inspection of aircraft engines. Earlier this year, Aiir Innovations raised 2.1 million euros in an oversubscribed round led by Borsky Fund, and we can't wait to see what's next for the team. Dialing in from Amsterdam, here's Bart to tell you more.
Imagine you're a mechanic standing next to this massive jet engine with your borescope, inspecting the blades inside that makes these engines fly us across the globe. You're inspecting hundreds of these blades as they pass by one after the other for hours on end. It is your responsibility, whether it's the weekend or the middle of the night, to inspect and report on every detail of this engine. To find every defect, this means you will need to stay laser focused at all times, no matter the time of day or night. When you look away to say goodbye to a colleague, you might have already missed a defect, which could be the one that goes on to cause millions of dollars in damages. When you discover a defect, you're expected to be an administrator rather than a mechanic. You might spend up to 8 hours looking up limits amongst thousands of pages in maintenance manuals to ensure you document every tiny detail and get all the images into the report. Fortunately, when you use Aiir Assist, you're not alone. Our artificial intelligence serves as your co-pilot, assisting you in detecting defects that you might have overlooked. We allow you to inspect with confidence, regardless of how many blades you already have seen that day. You also don't need to worry about paperwork. With Aiir Assist, manuals are always at your fingertips, and creating a report that you and your customers love takes only a few seconds rather than hours. You will be in good company in trusting our software to get the best engine inspection experience. We already work with the likes of KLM and MTU. Our software helps them to get the most out of their highly skilled inspectors in times of labor shortages and skyrocketing demand. In cooperation with the biggest manufacturer of borescopes, our AI Copilot is even available directly on some borescopes. Aiir was born out of a project with the University of Amsterdam and KLM Airlines, bringing together in-depth knowledge about AI and the aviation know-how of the oldest airline in the world. Powered by a diverse team of ambitious AI and aviation experts, Aiir is leading the charge to deliver the best engine inspection experience. If you want to support us in doing so, whether your background is commercial, technical or anything in between, we're always looking for a great talent to join our team. Or if you know an MRO, leasing company or even an OEM that can benefit from our technology, please introduce us so that one day all inspectors can focus on inspecting while we take care of the rest. Thank you.
At Etihad Airways, we are thrilled to be part of the Aerospace Xelerated program. Our industry is facing increasing challenges and innovation will be key to staying competitive. Cohort 4 of the program focuses on digital solutions for flight and passenger journey, next generation workforce, and operational efficiency, all of which align perfectly with our innovation priorities. Through the program, we have been able to strengthen our connection with the agile startup ecosystem, gaining exposure to new ideas and possibilities in the domain of virtual reality, machine vision, and IoT, just to mention a few. The program has enabled us to collaborate with startups from various industries, an unexpected benefit that prompted fruitful conversations and new ideas. Special mention must go to the Boeing and Aerospace Xelerated team for providing the necessary support to the startups to expand their solutions into the aerospace industry. Congratulations to the 11 shortlisted startups, you're already making an impact. We are looking forward to seeing some of your solutions being implemented to drive the aerospace industry forward.
Hi, I'm Ellie Rice from the UK's Defence and Security Accelerator, or DASA as it's more commonly known. DASA was established about 5 years ago to find and fund innovation to support UK's defence and security sectors as well as the UK's prosperity. We've been working with the Aerospace Accelerated programme for about 2 years, so supporting 2 cohorts so far. And really for us, it's been about learning and observing just how the private sector goes about pushing innovation into its own supply chain. What's been really exciting is the breadth and scope of the different cohorts that have come through, both in terms of the geography as an international programme, but also the range of female founders that have been supported, which is just fantastic. For us in national security, we really recognise that diversity both of thought and individuals is really key as we take forward public and private sector partnerships to enhance our capabilities and support our strategic advantage. In terms of our learning from the programme, that has really helped us to reflect about how we evolve and think about innovating our own ways of working going forward.
Well, that's a wrap. What a fantastic way to close our 4th demo day. Thank you to everyone who joined us today, and once again, a very special thank you to all of our partners and our sponsors, Tawazun Council, GKN Aerospace, Etihad Airways, and the Defence and Security Accelerator. We hope to see you again soon, and stay tuned for further news on the program.